What's up, everyone? I'm finally creating the video you all have been asking for. How I find my zones, how I find my levels, and how I trade them. So let's just get right into this. Let's start off with ticker SPY. Since this is my go-to, this is where we make a lot of our money. So let's just take a look. Keep in mind, this is just basic supply and demand, support and resistance. I'm not here to break them down in detail. I'm here to show you how I chart them and how I trade them, what I'm looking for, what I'm trying to stay away from, all that good stuff. I'm gonna give you my thought process as we go through this. Try to answer some common questions I get. So be sure you watch this from beginning to end and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. So let's look at this bottom zone here. We all know typically the bottom zone is demand, right? That's exactly what this is. I would possibly take a trade if we push back down to this. Now let's talk about what I like to see in my demand zones. First off, I like to identify clear levels. If I have to squint my eyes to spot this level, if I have to say maybe that's a level, maybe it's not, I'm not trading it. Okay, I want clear levels with good price movement at them levels. For instance, you can see we've had nice moves. Every time we've hit this, we've had nice price action, nice moves. And that's what we're looking for. I don't want to take a trade right in the middle of all this, right? No. You want to see nice movement. That's what I look for. These simple tips can go a long way, so be sure you're taking note of this. As far as supply zones, like this here, as you can see, we formed this in the last few days. Same thing here. I want to see nice movement. I don't want to see a big chop zone. And keep in mind, I'm watching SPX support and resistance areas of confluence while I'm trading this. So if I want to get that sniper entry inside of these zones, sometimes it is waiting on a close below or above, for my entry. But sometimes it's as simple as lining it up with that key SPX support or resistance, okay? And here, I marked this out to show you all this resistance we have on SPY here, this 529. It's clear resistance. See, we have 2+ touches on this 529. I like to have 3+. It just, gives me confidence this is a strong resistance. As you can see here, we hit it, hit it, hit it. We just can't break, can't get it open above it on the hourly here. Strong resistance as of right now. We clearly have supply here. As you can see, we've been coming up. Once we finally lose this, we've been seeing good movement. This is what I've been trading this week. Made quite a bit of money off this one zone here. For me, when I look at this, supply is supply until it's not, until it's broken, right? So if we had to open above this, it's time for me to, change my mindset, say this now could become demand, right? So we want to see a nice push up, come back down, retest. That's where we make the decision if this is demand at this point. Do we see, some aggressive buying here? Do we see reversal candles? What all is working in our favor, basically? I hope that helps you the way I put that. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. Now, let's take a look at this 531.52. What do we see here? Just looking back, right? Touch, touch. And keep in mind, I like the wicks to touch support or resistance. I don't really use the bodies that much. If they line up somewhere in there, great. But I like using wicks. You can see here we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nearly 6 touches and almost a touch here. Very strong resistance at this point. Would definitely consider looking for a possible reject because I know these candles don't look like much right here, but when we do touch this, that's a decent move down, right? Decent move. This is the hourly time frame. We're used to day trading off the 5-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, or even lower for some people. I don't go no lower than that, but some people do. Zoom out a little bit. It's going to help you get the bigger picture. As you can clearly see now, we have some support here around this 522.6. We can actually mark that out because I want to talk about this level when we go to the SPX chart, which will be next. Then we're going to take a look at QQQ. I'm going to talk about that some as well. Okay, so for SPX, this is basic support and resistance, areas of confluence. As you can see, all these levels, these are the actual levels I've been trading this week. SPY and SPX work together for me. And you can trade ES futures based off these levels. All these levels have one thing in common, right? My levels are clear to see. There's no straining your eyes, okay? You can see we have a clear resistance. We have this whole psych number. Keep in mind these whole psych numbers, 5300, 5200, 5100, whatever, is worth marking, right? A lot of times you will see it respect that level. It will be support or resistance from my experience. See what the 4-hour looks like here. Zoom in, 5300. Yeah, we respected it on the 4-hour as well. Again, I prefer the 1 hour. It's my go-to. I use the 1 hour and up to chart, keep in mind. When I'm day trading, I use the 15-minute and the 5-minute. I use the 5-minute more than I do anything. I do keep the 15-minute up on SPY to watch volume, but that is about it as far as the 15-minute goes. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about how I manage my trades as well once I'm in the trade. I'm just going to touch on that a little because a couple videos ago I really went over that well. So clear levels again. So I know I've said this a million times, but I feel like it's very important to throw it in this video for those that just watched this video. So if I'm going to take a SPY trade, let's say I'm wanting to go long. I see a nice setup. I need calls. I think SPY is going to go up. I'm going to look at my SPX chart. I'm going to make sure we're not below resistance. Because if we're right below resistance on SPX, there's no way I'm going to attempt to go long until, honestly, I'd be looking more to reject than I would go long. Unless we, had opened above that. Even better, had a nice push up, pull back, retest. That would be my long entry. Never go long below resistance on SPX and never go short above support. Very simple, but it will save you some money and keep you from getting stopped out. 2 charts, and again, you can trade ES futures. People sometimes watch these videos like, he's not even trading futures, that's all I trade. I trade them almost every day. I trade SPX options, I trade futures, so you're in the right place. Now you're probably wondering, like, how else do I use SPX? Because I talk about it a lot, how important it is. I use it for price targets as well. Let's say right now we're approaching this 5257, that's support. Let's say we took a bounce here, right? We went long, we got calls. Not saying it's confirmed yet, I'm just talking. And let's say we're wondering our price targets. Well, my final price target would be this 5280, unless it stopped me out after my trims, right? A lot of times when I trim a trade, I typically sell 50% of my position on the first trim. Next trim is around half of my remaining position. But keep in mind, I'm moving that stop loss up because if it drops down, especially with same day expiration, you don't want to be giving back all your profits from your first trim or your second trim, right? That's why I say, best case scenario, it hits this final price target at 5280, level to level. That's the ideal trade for me. And my stop loss, if I enter based off this 5257 support, if I was watching the 5-minute, a 5-minute close below, I would be out. Typically, low risk. I know the premiums on same day can make it seem like it's just getting away from you. That just comes with trading same day expiration. The premiums are going to fluctuate. Me personally, I cannot base my stop loss off SPX premiums. I feel like I'd just be throwing away money if it doesn't invalidate the chart. That's how I handle it. Feel free to manage your own trades the way you see fit according to your trading plan. Honestly, that's about it. I don't really, have a whole lot I want to add to this. I don't want to take up too much time, but, if you want me to go into more details about a certain topic here, or maybe something here you think I missed that you need to know, feel free to reach out to me. I plan on upping my content game on here. All I ask is subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And that's all I have for this video. Appreciate you all for watching, and I will see you next time.